Yes, how are you everyone? How was your day? After Morare KABESO coming out, to request the people of Kenya for some fundraising so that he can get money to buy a presidential public address system, Kenyans ran to his rescue. In fact, in his Twitter handle, he came out and said that he's getting some money because the actual amount of money was supposed to be, I think, 1 million shillings for a public address system. And guess what? He got a public address system. The reason as to why people like KABESO are coming out is because there is a vacuum in the opposition, like it or not. Because the leader who has been occupying this space is conflicted. He wants to be the AU chair. Now he's working with government. Some of his party leaders and deputy party leaders are in government. So government doesn't have a credible opposition right now which can check government. Just imagine that on the opposition there is Junet Muhammad, and on the other aisle there is Opio Wandai and others. You clearly see that there might not be a spark to check government. That's why the Gen Zs are rising. In life, there can never be a vacuum. In life, there can never be a vacuum, because nature has it that every vacuum must be filled. That's why when a child grows, the body starts demanding a man or a woman, because there must be a void that must be occupied. What pains me more is that an opposition in court, the elected opposition, that is the Azimio, is not coming out to fill this position. And guess what? KABESO is filling it with little resources. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the public address system which was gotten by KABESO, what it means for Kenyan politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So after KABESO fundraising for his public address system, which I think he put out that is supposed to be costing 1.3 million, I think Kenyans give him the money, because by the time, there is a time he posted that he had gotten, I think, 500,000 shillings. And I think he made the money, and he went in town to buy this public address system. In fact, let me show you the clip when they were mounting the public address system. That is it. Okay, so that is the public address system which KABESO got. You clearly see that they were mounting on speakers, connecting generators. The Indians, I think, they are very good business men in such an industry. You clearly see, okay, you clearly see that they were mounting it up. So, but that is not the issue. The issue is KABESO is doing a job which is supposed to be done by the opposition. One of the techniques Raila Amolo Odinga normally does is, whenever he's doing his opposition role, he moves around the country like KABESO does. And the opposition in court, Kalonzo Musyoka and Eugene Wamalwa, just come on press conferences and announce themselves as the next Raila Amolo Odinga. In fact, what they are supposed to do is being done by KABESO. What Kalonzo Musyoka and others should do is move around the country to ignite the people so that they can talk about the people about their country. No amount of press releases and also announcing themselves as credible opposition will make them be without going to the people. In fact, I fear that any wise Kenyan will come out and take this position away from these people. That's the truth. Because all signs show that Raila Amolo Odinga, I think he will come back in politics maybe in 2026 or 2027 when he would want to stand for presidency. But as it stands right now, there is a vacuum. And I think even a vacuum is premeditated. Raila Amolo Odinga wants to keep this vacuum so that in 2027 he can come back and stand for presidency. I keep on telling people that there is no day Raila Amolo Odinga will leave politics for as long as he is alive. There is no day. And trust me, in 2027 he will be on the ballot. So even this void is premeditated by Raila so that he can come back and take it. But remember, in politics, power is not given. Power is fought for. And I beseech Kalonzo Musyoka and other leaders to move around the country so that they can take up this position. Other than that, this will not happen. In fact, after KABESO buying this public address system, he also sampled the people. He talked to the people in that same area. Yes, the tenacity which is being exposed by KABESO. In fact, let me play you the speech which was made by KABESO after buying that public address system. Here's a tape.
Hata kama amepiga vijana risasi. Ndio. Risasi ni ndio. Risasi sio William Ruto ananunua. Ndio. Risasi ni ya Wakenya. Yes. Na kazi ya hiyo risasi ni kuchunga Wakenya. Yes. Sio kuua. Ndio. Sisi ndio tunanunua bunduki. Ndio. Bunduki ni yetu. Ndio. Sisi ndio tunalipa polisi. Yes. Polisi ni wetu. William Ruto asichukue bunduki na risasi ambayo imenunuliwa na Wakenya ya kuchunga Wakenya, anaua watoto wa Kenya. Alafu anasimama kwa TV shamelessly. Yes. Anasema atipoka leo yeye hajui kama kuna mtu amewahi kupotea ama kuuawa.
The way I see things is that KABESO is a revolutionary. What KABESO lacks is the stature, the resources, and maybe a political party, a vehicle which has structures across Kenya. Okay? But trust me, if KABESO maybe had a great experience in politics with a political party, maybe he would have seen other things. Maybe he would be a frontrunner in 2027, because the guy is doing a job which is supposed to be done by Kalonzo Musyoka and other Azimio leaders, who, by the way, have a lot of resources compared to KABESO. They may not even beg around. Okay, so for me, I think KABESO is doing a great job. Although, as in my earlier video, I came out to say that maybe it's sponsored by Uhuru Kenyatta, because Uhuru Kenyatta is the right opposition right now. That's why even when Raila Amolo Odinga was announcing his AU chairmanship bid, he was never in State House, because he doesn't want to align himself with RUTO. Okay, is the actual position in Kenya. That's the truth. Okay, others are kind of weak. That's the truth. Are kind of weak. Kalonzo Musyoka is weak. He has a lot of baggage. First of all, he even comes from the fifth biggest tribe, and since election is done around communities, coming from a distant 5, it is also. I know it's not bad, but it's problematic to become national. Okay, the people who come from maybe the Luyas or Western region have an upper hand. Okay, so for me, I think one of the reasons is Azimio has failed to occupy the void, and that is what KABESO is doing. Okay, and I pray, and if things stay this way, they can give a chance to a person to occupy this position, and we will never know who that person can be. Of course, that's my opinion. Do me your comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.